Hello lovies, a big thanks to all my returning subscribers and the new ones. So today's tutorial is based on this lovely beautiful jacket. Stay tuned and let's get into it. Let's go. Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel again. My name is Soiza and this is a home of fashion where I do teach how to cut and sew varieties of style in detail. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew a woman blazer jacket with an open curve at the back and with organza design. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you can get notified. So let's get into it. This is the fabric I want to use. So as you can see, just spreading it to get this straight. So the first thing I'll be doing now is to take the total length of my jacket. The total length of this jacket is 29, but I'm measuring 30. So I'm just making a dotted line, and I just place my ruler to connect the dotted line together, so you can see. So I'm just cutting it out like this. So the main work is about to start. This is going to serve as the back piece. We're going to start drafting this from the back piece. So I just mark this upper line now as my starting point. So I'm making a point now on all my body measurement line, the bust line, waistline, and the hip line. So I'm just going to place my ruler like this to connect the line together like this. So my hip line. So I'm just going to come up like 2.5 inch to get my chest line. So I'll be measuring my shoulder. The shoulder is 6.5, but I measure 7.5. That is for the seam allowance. So I'll just connect to the chest line like this. So I'm measuring the width of the neck now. She's 3 inches. I just come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slant. So measuring the depth of the neck now. So I measure 2 inches. I just connect together like this. So now I'll be taking the round body measurement now. My round bust is 40. 40 divided by 4, that is 10. So I'll be measuring 12, that is addition of 2 inches for the seaming allowance. So I just locate the midpoint of my armhole, then curve it to my bust, to my chest line. So taking the measurement of the waist now, so I'm going to minus 1 inch for this back in order to give it a perfect look at the back. So after I minus that 1 inch, so I now measure my dart measurement, my dart line for the back. So I use my nipple to nipple measurement to take this dart line for the back. Minus 1 inch and half inch I'm going to minus later for this dart. Then I'll add everything together before this waistline. I'm sure you understand it now. Then my hip. So I'll be using my hip measurement around this hip line. So I'll just connect together like this. Just like drafting a basic body pattern. So as you can see. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to take a 1/2 inch from this waist line in order to get my dart. Mind you, for this back pattern, you're going to start from the chest line when you are marking your dart. Then for the hip line, you're going to leave like 2 inches above the hip line, as you can see it. So for this back side now, I'm just going to place my ruler to connect it to the top side like this. Yes, like this. So this is all about the back pattern drafting. Mind you, if you know you were not good enough in freehand, please use your pattern paper. If you know you don't trust yourself on freehand, use your pattern paper. So I'm just cutting out everything like this before we move to the front side, to the front piece of the dress. So it's going to be carrying an open curve at that back, but later we'll be doing that. Right now, let's focus on this front drafting and see. So I just place my back piece on the front side now, on the front piece that I want to cut. So at this upper side, you're going to leave like 6 to 7 inch for your collar, and the front side you're going to leave like 4 inch for your lapel and button, and for button allowance, something like that. Yes. So I'm just going to cut it out before I'll start drafting it. As you can see, I left 7 inches at this upper side. So I'm just going to follow the mark and make my mark for the front piece. So I just mark like this to serve as a guideline for me. Just follow all the mark from the back piece. I'm sure you're getting this now. So I remove it to connect all the lines together. So like this. So I'm going to draft the front piece neckline now. The depth is 3 inches. I just connect like this. shape of the back piece to get the front shape also, and do the same thing to the armhole side. But for this front piece, I'm going to come in for like 1/2 inch around the midpoint of my armhole here, as you know that the chest line is not always as wide as shoulder. So having gotten this now, I'm going to make a line for my dart also. I use her nipple to nipple measurements to make this dart. So I just locate my breaking point, then I connect it to my neckline, as you can see, like this. That's going to serve as our lapel. Then I'm going to come out with 1 inch for my button allowance, then go straight down to the end, to the hem of the dress. So now depend on how wide you want your lapel to be. So on this one, I don't want it to be too wide. I came out with 1 inch again, then connect it back to my breaking point, as you can see. So this is all about the forming of the lapel. So the next thing I'll be doing now is the drafting of the collar. So just take the back piece to measure what you have on the neckline. I have 4 inch, so I just place my ruler in a slant manner like this. In a slant manner, it's not straight, as you can see. So I come out with 1/2 inch again, then connect like this. This is to enable your collar to lap well on your neck. So I'll be measuring the wideness now. Measure 3.5 inch. Then for this downside, I came out with 1 inch. As you can see, this is the collar. So I'm taking out the darts for the front piece. Now mind you, the dart is taken from the bust point on this front piece, not from the chest line. So as you can see, I'm doing shoulder darts. That's why I take my dart from shoulder. So I did the same thing to the back also. You can do and put that in, depend on what you want. So this is all about it. I'll be cutting it out now. If you get this right, please hit the subscribe button and like and share the video. So I'm cutting everything out the way I chalk it. And when you're cutting, always mind to cut at the back of your chalk. You mind your seam allowance while cutting. As you can see, how I follow my chalk gently, cutting everything out. So I'm done now. So back to the back piece. As I told you that it's going to carry an open curve at the back, where we're going to be putting our our ruffle organza later. So I'm just going to cover it out like this. So from my waistline now, I just came down by 3 inches, as you can see. From there I curve straight down, yes, like this. Curve straight down to the hemming line. So I'm just going to cut it out. The part I cut out is not going to be needed again. Shape everything out like this. This is how the back piece now look like. This is what we've gotten. So I'll be cutting the organza now. I'll show you how I'll be cutting it to make it easy for us. So this is the organza that I'll be using. This is total of 2.5 yards. So I just shape out the edge, the selvedge of the organza. So I fold everything. Just fold everything. Then I make a dotted line, place my ruler to mark. Measuring 7 inches to do this. If you do it like this, so that you can get a straight cut on it, so you can see it. Measure another 7 inch. So at this point, you're finding this video interesting, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and don't forget to share it. So I cut 5. I'm just going to hold it together like this and do my pleating at that curve on the back piece. So as you can see, already cut the paper stay. You can use stay, depend on how heavy your pocket is. I've cut the lining, cut everything accordingly. So this is the sleeve. So I don't want this video to be too long, so next time I'll be showing you how to draft the sleeve. So as you can see, I've already gum stay with it, and I've joined everything together. You see, I've secured all the dart line, the shoulder. So here now I'll be cutting wording. I don't have shoulder pad. This is going to serve as my shoulder pad. So we're cutting 6 inches long and 4 inches wide. So I'm just going to curve it like this. This is it. So I'll just place it on the shoulder like this, and then use my pressing iron to gum it with it. As you know that wadding is always come with gum. So when I'm done with that, I'll come and show you and continue. So as you can see, I'm done doing that. I'm done. As you can see the way the shoulder is standing. So I just place my lining on it. So I'm going to start securing the lines from the collar side. So I'm going to turn everything in. I'll turn everything in. I'm going to turn everything in. So I'll go and do that now and come and show you. So as you can see, I'm done doing that. I've done everything in. This is the outcome of it. As you can see how neat and beautiful it's looking. This is the back where we'll be putting our ruffle organza later. I'm going to put one button in case the client decides to button it up. So right now I'll be showing you how I'll be putting the organza. I will start like this, then later turn it down and top stitch on it. So as you can see, just fold like this. This is the last piece I'll be putting on it. I made these 5 steps. I cut 5 that time. So 1 for 1 line. That's how I made it. Just press it like this to top stitch to make it relax. Please, after this, you don't need to iron this organza again, because you're going to spoil your work. So you can see the top stitching is very tiny. It won't show that you top stitch it, just to make it relax. Alright, now as you can see, our blazer jacket with an open cover, the back is ready, fully ready. This is the sleeve. Oh wow, my client is going to love this. As you can see, I put one button at the breaking point. This is it. This is what you always get in this channel. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video you can get notified. I post video here every week, so if you're a returning subscriber, a big thanks to you. If you're just coming, you're welcome. Please stay. See you in my next video. God bless.